Hello and welcome to episode number 28 of WITM Season 5. And it is Monday night and also New Year's Eve. It is time for our New Year's Eve edition of Raw. And we're going to kick things off with something that occurred in real life tonight as well. It is an 8-man. In real life, it was a 15-man battle royal, but we're limited to 8-man. So an 8-man battle royal featuring 8 Intercontinental Championship contenders that have not had the best 2018s they could have, or at least not completely lived to their full potential in 2018. The winner of this match will receive an Intercontinental title opportunity, not next week, not at Royal Rumble, but later on tonight against the Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Lashley. Could Corey perhaps go into 2018, or rather 2019, as the new Intercontinental Champion? He may have the opportunity, but he must get past 7 other Intercontinental title competitors. That is how we are going to kick off tonight. And then later on in our second match of the evening, we are also going to have the Universal Champion Dalton Roush in action. He's going to be teaming with his former Shield brother, Seth Rollins, to take on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Ascension, in non-title action. So let's go ahead and... I had to do this Battle Royal on a separate save. That way I can edit in the Intercontinental title match later.
Enough of the preliminaries. Here we go. If you didn't think about
so let's go ahead and get this Raw started. And go ahead and get our first match of the night loading. An 8-man, as WWE in real life called it, Fresh Start Battle Royal for an opportunity for where one of these men will defeat the other 7 and get an Intercontinental title match tonight against Bobby Lashley.
Coming up is a form of combat that personifies the concept of every man for himself.
In a match of epic proportions, all eyes are going to be watching.
Alright, so looking back at Corey's 2018, he held the NXT Championship, though it was controversially, with Vince McMahon's help. Ty Dillinger, the NXT Champion at the time, defeated Corey to remain NXT Champion, but Vince McMahon said that Corey was distracted due to Ty Dillinger's fans chanting 10, restarted the match, and Corey defeated Ty Dillinger that way. Corey also became Universal Champion at SummerSlam, defeating then-champion Kevin Owens, but would lose that title one day later in a Universal title open challenge to Dean Ambrose. So Corey spent very little of 2018 as a champion, but he has an opportunity going to 2019, perhaps as Intercontinental Champion, if he can get past 7 other Intercontinental title competitors that have also not lived to their full potential in 2018. Titus O'Neil, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, No Way Jose, Mojo Rawley, the former Raw General Manager-elect Baron Corbin, and perhaps the biggest threat in this match, Finn Balor. Let's get that match loading up. I'm probably going to cut the entrances short a little bit to save time. But let's go ahead and get the entrances started.
Face the facts, man. This guy may never, ever win another match.
The following contest is an 8-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 223 pounds, Kurt Hawkins.
You know, guys, some people were just built to be WWE superstars. And if history taught us anything, Kurt Hawkins was probably more likely built to be an electrician. You know, we talk a lot about Asuka's winning streak. Kurt Hawkins has one of the great all-time losing streaks, huh?
165-pound Mojo Rawley.
You know, Corey, as soon as... Titus Worldwide! Making more, making more, making million out of more, making more, making more, making million out of more, making more, making more, making million.
And
we have never witnessed before.
There's the bell. This match is underway. Corey biding his time, starting things off by trying to plead to the WWE Universe for some support before picking his first target, No Way Jose. Corey hits a spinning back fist. Corey going for a roundhouse kick, but No Way Jose catches the leg and takes Corey down to the canvas before taunting him with a bit of a dance. Corey already forced onto the ropes, but is able to get away and evades No Way Jose, but misses with a grapple attempt. Now Finn Balor with an uppercut and a jab. Corey with an arm drag. Corey with a series of back fists, but Balor responds with a roundhouse to the gut. Corey in a bad position in the corner, but is able to get away. Finn Balor, a very popular WWE superstar, but has not quite lived up to his full potential in 2018. Corey is the first man eliminated from the Fresh Start Battle Royal. His 2018 is going to end very unceremoniously, and we now know very early on in this match it is not going to be Corey getting an Intercontinental title opportunity tonight. He won't even get the main event opportunity he was originally scheduled for because he was entered into this match instead. Kurt Hawkins is going to be the second man who is eliminated. No surprise there. But Corey, I'm sure he would have loved to go to 2019 as Intercontinental Champion, or at least get an opportunity to become Intercontinental Champion tonight. But he will not. That opportunity will go to either Finn Balor, Zack Ryder, Baron Corbin, No Way Jose, Titus O'Neil, or Mojo Rawley.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys. Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
But of course, the Royal Rumble is fast approaching as well. Corey still has the opportunity here in a few weeks to win the Royal Rumble and have an opportunity to main event WrestleMania. So I'm sure Corey will be turning his focus to there. But more bad news for Corey. He went into this Intercontinental Championship, or rather into this Battle Royal, the #1 contender to the Intercontinental title. He will fall down the rankings. Possibly by a lot since he was the first one eliminated.
Baron Corbin just too fast for him.
Zack Ryder in a bad way. Finn Balor has him in the corner.
And it's Titus O'Neil with the reversal. Avoids trouble there. He's making a statement here with this attack.
And the Raw General Manager-elect, or rather the former Raw General Manager-elect, Baron Corbin, has been eliminated by Mojo Rawley. Titus O'Neil forced into the corner by Mojo Rawley. Mojo Rawley, a one-man wrecking crew. He has eliminated Baron Corbin and Titus O'Neil, one after the other. Could it possibly be Mojo Rawley getting opportunity to challenge Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental title tonight? Finn Balor has both Rawley and No Way Jose stacked up in the corner, and now Zack Ryder is going to go after Balor. Balor hanging on for dear life to the top rope as Ryder tries to eliminate him. And Balor will somehow get back into the ring. Balor and Ryder are the only two men standing right now. There's a huge DDT by Balor. Balor to the top rope. Could be looking for the coup de grace. And he was, but Ryder was able to evade. Balor has been always been in the Universal or Intercontinental title picture, but has failed to capture it. He has now been eliminated. His woes in 2018 continue. The three men in this ring are perhaps the three of the most unlikely winners of this match. These are three men who spent the majority of 2018 competing not on Monday Night Raw, but on the Raw Minor Show main event. Now Mojo Rawley has been eliminated. Which massive underdog is going to be challenging for the Intercontinental title tonight? Will it be Zack Ryder or will it be No Way Jose?
And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue
Jose
on toward victory.
in a bad position, but somehow manages to make it out of the corner.
No way, Jose. Look at the big right hand.
No way, Jose with a huge pop-up fastball punch. Now Jose once again finds himself in the corner, and Ryder will go for the elimination.
At what point do those thoughts
Ryder biding his time.
I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know.
Now once again goes to work on Jose, looking for the elimination. Ryder is a former Intercontinental champion who would love to hold that title once again. All he has to do is eliminate No Way Jose, and he will have an opportunity to go into 2019 as the Intercontinental champion.
Nailed it.
Meanwhile, No Way Jose, he has never held a championship on the main roster.
The longer this fight goes on, the more...
I don't even know if he's held a championship in NXT.
Who is going to have enough to pick up the win?
Ryder avoids the stomp.
Oh, jeez, look at Zach.
Ryder has been busted open, but is able to reverse Jose, and will, for the third time, will try to eliminate Jose via the corner.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
And Jose is able to reverse.
Atomic drop.
Jose plunges the legs of Ryder into the canvas, and there's a stomp to the head. Jose taunting Ryder with a bit of a dance before he goes back to work on the bloodied head of Ryder. Ryder's not going to be in very good shape if to face Bobby Lashley later should he win this Battle Royal.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Whoa, no way Jose able
Jose probably the healthiest of these two competitors when it comes to facing a fresh Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental title later on.
Needs to find a way to regroup.
Jose maybe had an opportunity to eliminate Ryder there, but Ryder collapsed rather than falling over the ropes. And Jose in a very bad position right now. Ryder will simply shoulder block him off of the apron. And it is going to be Zack Ryder, the former Intercontinental champion and United States champion. He will get an opportunity to pull off the massive upset and face Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental title later tonight.
Here is your winner, Zack Ryder.
And that's the way to start off the night. Yeah, the performance put forward in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event. Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
Alright, so Zack Ryder, he's probably going to be doing so after seeing the WWE doctors and getting some stitches, but I don't know that he's going to care. Zack Ryder is going to end his 2018.
And now we're on to the next matchup on the card. Don't even think about going anywhere.
With an Intercontinental Championship opportunity against the man who has held the Intercontinental title for a very long time, for the vast majority of 2018. The man known as the almighty Bobby Lashley. And there's going to be a big, regardless of who walks out of Raw tonight as champion, either Bobby Lashley or Zack Ryder, there's definitely going to be a big shakeup in the Intercontinental title rankings, as of course 7 men took a loss in that matchup. And unfortunately for Corey, he was the very first man eliminated from that Battle Royal. And he will, at the very least, fall from the #1 position. And now we go on to our main save. And we can start that show.
Enough of the preliminaries. Here we go.
Don't move, don't speak, don't even blink.
All right. Bayley defeats Natalya in non-title action. Bayley is Raw Women's Champion. Also, women's action. Mickie James accompanied by Alexa Bliss defeated Tamina, accompanied by Nia Jax. Or sorry, the other way around. I don't know why I read that wrong. Tamina defeated Mickie James, rather. And now it's time for our second matchup of the evening. Dalton Roush, the Universal Champion. He defeated his former Shield brother, the man he once replaced in the Shield while Ambrose was out with injury, Dean Ambrose, at TLC to become Universal Champion. Now he will tag with another former Shield brother for the first time in over a year. The Architect, the Kingslayer, Seth Rollins. They will be taking on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Ascension, in non-title action. It's a miniature Shield reunion here in episode number 28, our second match of the evening. Let's go ahead and get that match loading up.
When we return, it's a battle where the participants will need to know where they are at all times.
It'll be the Ascension. I cannot wait.
All right, so of course, looking back at Dalton Roush's 2018, a pretty good one for him. It started off as a member of the Shield, invited by the man he's tagging with tonight, Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. That wasn't until a member of Andrew Spudstrong's CWO, Brian Kendrick, attacked Dean Ambrose during his entrance, breaking his leg. Dean Ambrose was forced to vacate, to step aside as SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as one half of SmackDown Tag Team Champions and United States Champion, but rather than vacating the titles, Dalton competed for the U.S. title, but failed to recapture it for the Shield, but did successfully capture the SmackDown Tag Team titles back to the Shield, taking Ambrose's place. Reigns and Dalton ended up being dominant SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And then, of course, as we mentioned before, Dalton will also go on to capture the Universal Championship about a month ago at TLC. His first singles gold in his career. He is still reigning as Universal Champion. And tonight, it's a miniature Shield reunion as Seth Rollins and Dalton Roush take on the current Raw Tag Team Champions, perhaps the underdog story of 2018, the Ascension. Let's get that match underway.
You're looking to kick the new year off with a win here tonight. Well, there's no way to understate just how important it is to go into the new year with momentum on your side.
Here comes the Kingslayer. Burn it down!
Seth freaking Rollins, the Kingslayer, the Architect, undeniably one of the best superstars WWE has seen this generation.
Seth Rollins has made a career out of taking risks and seizing opportunities. Seth Rollins has been a multi-time champion, a Money in the Bank ladder match winner, debuted as part of the Shield with Reigns and Ambrose.
Michigan, weighing in at 257 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Dalton.
Uncle Sam taught him to shoot maybe a little too well. Finger on the trigger, loaded, bullet. He hit the stick so full of rage and let the whole world know it. 6 feet
A little off topic here, but with the new year, Corey, have you made any resolutions? Me? You serious? I'm already perfect the way I am, Cole. But I sure as heck hope that Saxton made a resolution to be slightly less annoying.
his brother watched you do it. How could you take his life away? How could you be so full of hate? And when I heard you let him die and leave the world, I wonder why I sat at home and on my own I cried alone and scratched your name in the side of a bullet.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here.
There's a bell. This match is underway. It's going to be Connor getting things started off for the Ascension, and Seth Rollins getting started. Wow, I can almost speak. Seth Rollins getting things started for the team of himself and the Universal Champion Dalton Roush. And also here in the East Coast, it has officially struck midnight. So Happy New Year to all of you. And it looks like I don't currently have any live viewers right now, but New Year regardless. And whether you're watching here on the 1st or on a later date via the stream replay, hope you all have a great and happy New Year, and thank you for spending some time here in 2019 with us here at WITM. Dalton with a huge power slam.
Now we see Connor
And a kick to the chest of Connor. The Ascension, you could arguably say they are the underdog stories of WITM in 2018. Whether they are on SmackDown or on Raw, they've been pretty dominant, unlike how they've been in real life. And they have been pretty dominant Raw Tag Team Champions since capturing the titles about 2-3 months ago over another unlikely set of Raw Tag Team Champions, the Revival.
Tear the features clean off your face.
Now it's Victor who's the legal man for the Ascension,
Starting to sweat now.
showing off some impressive power.
For him here, which is good.
But of course, Dalton, he has power of his own, and there's a suplex.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys,
Dalton, of course, is going to need to pick up as much momentum as he possibly can, because in a few weeks after Royal Rumble pay-per-view, he has a date with the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, in the main event of, or one of the main events of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, with Dalton's Universal title on the line in his first title defense. You know you're going to be in for a heck of a night when Brock Lesnar is your opponent. Will Dalton Roush be up to the task? Will he be able to walk out a Royal Rumble Universal Champion? We will find that out towards the end of this month of January.
what are we going to see here?
I'm sure a man who would love to eventually face the winner of Rollins, or whether of Dalton Roush and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, is Dalton's tag team partner tonight, Seth Rollins.
And there's the tag. Connor into the ring.
Rollins now the legal man for his side, laid out on the canvas, and here comes the powerhouse of the Ascension, Connor.
Tag in.
And here's something we haven't seen in a while, a double team maneuver between two former members of the Shield.
And the instinct from
Dalton now the legal man for his side. Connor with an outstrip into the corner, reversal by Dalton.
Playing a little head games right now.
Outstrip into the corner once again. Reversal by Connor.
One of the teams that has shined bright.
Yet another outstrip, this time into the Ascension corner, and a Stinger splash.
Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions, but it was their second reign that put the New Day name.
Dalton once again forced into the Ascension corner
Forever.
and gets the reversal before Connor can go for a double team maneuver.
And at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Connor really wants to use the corners of the ring to his advantage,
Attitude Era.
frequently outstripping Dalton into those corners, and there he goes for the corner yet again.
Run at the WWE Tag Team Gold.
And Dalton is able to reverse once again before Connor can do a double team maneuver with Victor.
2015's SummerSlam.
Dalton returns the favor, forcing Connor into the corner, and buys his time and stares Connor down.
Woods, Kingston, and Big E are
And Victor doesn't like that very much and argues with the official. But meanwhile, Dalton is able to make a double team maneuver with Seth Rollins, and Rollins out the legal man and goes for a cover.
And it's Connor able to stop the count.
Connor powers out at 2. Dalton is able to clear the ring of Victor, and Rollins and Connor now the legal men. Dalton and Victor fighting it on the outside as Connor and Rollins fight out inside the ring. Connor sends Rollins crashing into the barricade with a huge right punch. Rollins nearly outstripped back into the ring, but rather it's a backbreaker.
Seth Rollins in a very difficult spot here. If they want to win this match, he really needs to make a tag soon. If I'm his partner, I'm furious right now. There's no.
And now Rollins hanging over the apron. What does Connor have in mind? Slamming Rollins into the top of that LED board. Dalton right in front of Rollins, holding his hand up for a tag, but I don't think Rollins could even see it. There's a reversal by Rollins. And a super kick.
Win this thing right here.
Is Rollins going to lead his team to victory here? There's a standing moonsault. Now attacking the arm.
Things have gotten worse.
Knee dropped by Rollins.
Create some space or else this thing's. Wow, I thought he was a goner. Oh, clothesline.
Huge clothesline by Connor to force Rollins into a seated position in the corner, but he's able to get back to his feet and shove Connor aside.
Slam.
Connor with a powerbomb into a cover.
One.
Dalton misses with that breakup attempt, but connects the second time. Rollins is able to reverse with an arm drag.
And the DDT.
These are two very, very talented competitors, perhaps two of the best on Raw, in Rollins and Dalton. So this would be a huge win for the Ascension if they are able to pick up the victory over as Raw Tag Team Champions over two of the best singles competitors on Raw. And Dalton has been busted open after that running knee by Victor. Of course, whenever you're bleeding, that puts you at risk for injury, and that's the last thing Dalton wants as Universal Champion, especially when you know you're facing Brock Lesnar in a few weeks with your title on the line. Outstrip into the corner. Dalton avoids the uppercut. STO by Victor. Goes for cover.
That has got to be it.
And the Ascension 2019 with a victory over two of the best singles competitors Raw has to offer, Dalton and Seth Rollins. They pick up the victory.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here are your winners, Connor and Victor, the Ascension.
It's a victory for the team, especially Victor, who really helped put this one away.
Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
And talk about getting the new year off on the right foot. Wow, that match was incredible. Well, if history is any guide, the next match should be just as good. Next up, tag team action. The next match has all the makings of a great one. We got one-on-one action coming your way next. We have a real fan favorite taking on some tough competition.
Let's get this party started.
Well, the last match did not disappoint, and now we're on to the next matchup on the card. Singles action coming your way.
I do apologize. Apparently, for the last 5 minutes or so, my mic has not been on. I am really, really not with it tonight. I had a really long and stressful night at work, and I am very tired and should probably be napping instead of streaming, but I wanted to do the stream as scheduled. I do apologize for all the mistakes tonight. I did not realize my mic was off for 5 minutes. I also accidentally played a non-WITM match, and I forgot to book Zack Ryder's Intercontinental title match on the main save, which meant that Elias was really made a lot of mistakes tonight. That's part of the downside of live streaming. When you make mistakes, you can't edit them out. So, I do apologize. But anyway, let's get on with it. Natalya. Bayley remains Raw Women's Champion. Natalya falls to number 6. Tamina defeated Mickie James. Tamina moves up to number 3. James falls to number 8. The Raw Women's rankings are: the champion is Bayley. Number 1 contender Ruby Riott. Number 2 Ember Moon. Number 3 Tamina. Number 4 Ronda Rousey. Number 5 Nia Jax. Number 6 Natalya. Number 7 Dana Brooke. Number 8 Mickie James. Number 9 Sasha Banks. Number 10 Sarah Logan. Number 11 Liv Morgan. Number 12 Alicia Fox. The Raw Tag Team Championship rankings: the Ascension defeated Seth Rollins and Dalton Roush. The Ascension remain champions. Roush and Rollins are in these rankings. The Revival defeated Lucha House Party. They swapped spots. Revival to number 3. Lucha House Party to number 4. The Raw Tag Team Champions are the Ascension. Number 1 contenders B Team. Number 2 Authors of Pain. Number 3 The Revival. Number 4 Lucha House Party. Number 5 Rude and Gable. In the Intercontinental title rankings: Zack Ryder defeated No Way Jose, Kurt Hawkins, Mojo Rawley, Titus O'Neil, Baron Corbin, Corey, and Finn Balor in the Fresh Start Battle Royal. Corey falls to number 2. No Way Jose, Seth Rollins, and Mojo Rawley are all moving down. So Apollo Crews moves up 3 spots, so they can all move down. Ambrose didn't have a match. Elias lost. Tyler Breeze lost. Titus O'Neil lost. Zack Ryder lost. Kurt Hawkins lost. Okay, so that bottom 5 remains the same then, because they all lost. And then other matches, I already updated the rankings for. Drew McIntyre defeated Tyler Breeze, and Dolph Ziggler defeated Elias. The Intercontinental Champion remains Bobby Lashley. The new number 1 contender is Dolph Ziggler. Number 2, Corey. Number 3, Apollo Crews. Number 4, No Way Jose. Number 5, Seth Rollins. Number 6, Mojo Rawley. Number 7, Dean Ambrose. Number 8, Jinder Mahal. Number 9, Elias. Number 10, Tyler Breeze. Number 11, Titus O'Neil. Number 12, Zack Ryder. Number 13, Kurt Hawkins. And finally, the Universal title rankings: Baron Corbin was part of that 8-man Battle Royal on the losing side, so he falls to number 2. Finn Balor was also part of that Battle Royal. He remains at the bottom, number 3. Drew McIntyre won and becomes number 1 contender after Royal Rumble because Lesnar gets the next opportunity. And Corbin is at number 2 with his loss because Balor lost as well. The Universal Champion is Dalton Roush. We know that the next person to get a Universal title opportunity will be Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. But following Royal Rumble, the number 1 contender is Drew McIntyre. Number 2, Baron Corbin. Number 3, Finn Balor. Now we move on to SmackDown Live. Will we see... excuse me, my cold. Will we see action on New Year's Day featuring Gerald? We will not. Gerald is going to get yet another week off. I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here, though. Rather than simming SmackDown Live, we should probably, as I usually do, we should probably wait and see if there's any title matches or anything booked on the card. And then, but we do know that our next episode will be Wednesday night. And it will feature Andrew, the Cruiserweight Champion in action. We're also going to hear on the microphone from Andrew's agent and advocate, Lance Armstrong. That'll be the first half of the episode and our 205 Live portion, and then the second half, our NXT portion, we'll have the NXT North American Champion AI Master in action. So Wednesday nights are always action-packed. That takes place on Wednesday nights at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. If even despite all my mistakes and no commentary for 5-6 minutes, you somehow enjoyed tonight's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single WITM stream or post. Check out the links in the description. The first is the WITM website. That's where you can find out how to become a WITM member for free and get your own custom character with custom entrance, movesets, promos, storylines, etc. Check out the WITM Twitter for all latest WITM news, announcements, and updates. Until episode number 29. Wednesday night at 11 o'clock for a combined 205 Live NXT episode, where the Cruiserweight Champion, Andrew Spud Strong, will be in action on the 205 Live portion. Lance Armstrong will be speaking, and NXT North American Champion AI Master will be in action on the second half, the NXT portion. This is Corey with WITM Car Wrestling.